Hey guys, I've got another great game to show you. This game is probably my new best game. I sacrificed pieces 3 times. It's a spoiler. So let's go ahead and check that out. So this game is less than 30 moves, so it's a short one. So E4, D5, Scandinavian, always trash. If he actually knew how to play the Scandinavian properly, he either played yeah, he'd play those 2 moves. But here he went back, and yeah, that's bad. So here I just played d4, retain solidity. Here he started doing this, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to start doing the Sicilian thing, and I just started doing that. Although this would be an improvement on that, is sliding the bishop all the way forward. But it's all right. Here I'm just going for that because this bishop is really strong now. It's probably the best. It's probably the best piece that black has in this position, so I'm going after it. Here he played that weird move. Here I castled, best move in the position. Here he played that, which was my cue to go here, best move in the position. He traded and played this. That's a bad move. This is the best move in the position. This is still fine though. It's just the key thing is just making sure you defend that pawn so you don't lose it. He castled, and I played h4, and this is the part where the attack starts. Slightly more accurate was g4 and then g4 and then h4, so I could have h5, or I can't draw arrows today, so I get h5 in and start ripping at that king side, but I just played h4 because I just wanted to get h5, and I saw h5 in the distant future, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing that. So here he went back. It seems like it prevents me from playing h5, which is what I thought during the 10-minute blitz game, but turns out it actually doesn't, and this is still actually the best move, because it's a temporary pawn sacrifice to open up this file here. Because let's say he takes it, I start piling on pressure, and it's losing. It's very much losing for the black side. Instead, I played bishop e2. G4 was another option. Knight c3 was another option. Knight h6 was another option. There were so many different options. I went for this one. I just really want to get that h5 in. Here he played this, which is a terrible move because then I punished it with bishop f3. His only move is c6, and now I've paralyzed his queen side. So bishop e2 seemed to work out because it defended my weakness on g2. I really just wanted to develop a piece and do the attack at the same time. That's why I played bishop e2, but bishop e2 turned out to be nice for me here. So here now I can continue with my attack, and here he went here. Oh, I opened up the file now, so now we're all good. Here I played g4. This knight is really defending a lot of key squares here, so I just wanted him to go somewhere else. Instead, he dived deeper, but this is a weak move. For a very specific reason. I want to see if you can find the move. I'll give it a couple seconds. Alright, so the original idea of me playing g4, because I want this queen to come to h6 so I can threaten checkmate, right? That's a pretty nasty threat. So that's what I wanted to do. And I played, and then he played knight h4, and I was like, oh man, looks like we're not going to be able to play queen h6. Well, you can play queen h6 anyway, and it's the best move in the position. And it's really strong because it threatens the knight, and also it gives up an entire piece at the same time. If he takes this, this is checkmate. If he takes this, I have 2 options. I can either take, and then take this with check, or I can take this knight and threaten to take this pawn with check and the rook at the same time. That's 2 options, and both combinations are probably good because the engine gives this position right here as a +8, so I'm already completely winning. So I think, I haven't calculated it, but I think both would work pretty nicely here. So yeah, queen h6, the first really good move of this game. Here he played g5, which cements the knight, but here, I want you to find another move. I'll give it a couple seconds. This one's kind of intuitive. This is an easy one. Alright, once again, I play the best move in this position, and that is sliding the bishop over to this diagonal. Once again, threatening checkmate. Here he played rook f7, offering linear defense. Here I played rook f3. Gosh dang it, I'm so sad that I missed knight h3 threatening this. This is basically an unstoppable threat here. The only way you can really stop that is by playing rook here. And, yeah, things get dicey real quick. This would have been a solid move. But here, what I was really trying to do is I was in the 10-minute blitz game, as you can see by the time. I was really just trying to figure out, okay, how do I get this knight out of here? Well, I can't play this right away, so what if I just play rook f3 and then this? And then after queen e8, I was planning on trading and then going here and then just winning the game because because even without this huge attack, I have a better position. So that was kind of my plan, but the game didn't go from super cool to super boring. It stayed cool the entire time because here he played a weird move. Instead of playing here, which would have made way more sense, instead he went here, and this move is a catastrophic blunder for a very specific reason. See if you can find the move while I give a couple seconds. Alright, so you see how this rook is overloaded. It has two very important jobs: defending h7 and defending the queen. So what's the move you play? Bishop takes h7, the second piece sacrificed of the game. This is a free piece, technically, but you're going to lose the queen in the process. So another really nice tactic. Yeah, he has two options, either taking and losing his queen, or playing the best move here for him, which is king to h8, and then he suffers through, well, a discovered attack. That's what they're called. And then here I had to sit here and debate for a little bit, and then I realized, oh yeah, this is winning. So here I played bishop to g6, then here I played king to g8, and I had to spend 10 seconds. I was like, okay, well, isn't this already pinned? So if I take this, I take this. And then I forgot in my calculations. I was like, oh yeah, this comes with check. So this works. And here he has two options. Either he can take with the queen, or he can take with the king. Taking with the king, according to the engine, is better, but as you'll see, both of them are terrible. So we took with the king, and now you can observe how, yeah, look at this. These pieces don't move for the entire game. Amazing. And then here, there's another really cool tactic here. So I want you to do two things. I want you to find the best move in this position, and then I want you to find the coolest move in this position, aka the tactic. Well, I'll give it a couple seconds. Okay, so the best move in this position is without a doubt queen to h7, because you either play this and then you can simplify the position into a completely winning endgame, or you can, if you want to keep the queens on the board so badly, you can swing your queen over here and you can terrorize the queen side. That's another great option too. So both options are great, which is why queen h7 is the best move. But here I played the most cool tactical move. Rook captures on h4. Very nice move. It does two things. It gets rid of this knight. And the whole, because of what I saw was, if I can get this rook to f3, I can win the queen. How do I do that? Well, I'd have to eliminate the rook with one of two pieces. Either the queen, it's not the queen, or the rook. And then after takes, then you go here. Well, then I have to see, well, is there any problems with this? Well, no, because rook captures on h4 also defends the currently loose queen right here. So there's no problems there. If he takes and then, if I take and then he takes this pawn, well, then he's going to get completely crushed because there's this move. It's the same move. It also just wins the queen. So anyway, you split this, this is winning, and this is also winning. There are so many moves here that are winning, but this one was the coolest one, so I played it. Rook captures on h4, and he must have not seen the tactic, because the best move here is to take the queen now, so that you've only lost a knight, but instead he took the rook, falling for my tactic, and now he's going to lose his queen. Terribly. Like, not just losing it, he's going to get mated in, like, 4 moves, because the best move here is to do this, or to do this, and then here I have a multitude of options. I could take, and then he takes, and then I pile up on him. Oh, wait, that's actually not an option. That's a joke. So, I could play here, and then if the king moves anywhere, then I can sacrifice the queen just to show off, to show how good my position is. That's essentially how that would work. And then just simplification, and my powerful rook wins the game. I'd probably start with maneuvering this knight over here and just oppressing black from this point on. It would just be crushing. So, and yeah, here my opponent resigned because he realized this is hopeless, and he's blundered too many times. So yeah, what an awesome game. Quite a few visually pleasing moves and 3 sacrifices. Yeah, that is sick. Thank you for letting me show you this. I'll see you next time.